up, everybody? Thank you guys for the fill. This is Bowman Blaster full case player number 15. We are going by the box on Cooper Flag. We have 8 spots here. Everybody's going to get Cooper Flagged for 5 random stacks, guys. We'll do the random right after I lay out the stacks. Good luck. Oh, man. Thank you, everybody, for the fill. The blasters have been pretty solid. Just seen one of our best cases in the last one. Saw a pretty sick anime. First anime hit. Still no GPK. Still no fire fractor yet. Kind of excited to see that. No retro fractor. What up, GV? Good vibes for GV. What's up, Millie? Lorenz. And the big Salo. I know it's big Salo. We got to throw it back every blue moon. I miss seeing all of you guys in the chat. Oh shit, wait, we're doing stacks of 5. See, I'm doing stacks of 4 again. I gotta pay attention before I really screw this up. Early sleepers. I mean, Wemby's just dominating for all of you Spurs guys. It's sad. I don't think I have any Wemby. I might have a couple Wemby rookie bases. I might. I never graded just because it's a base. I literally just stashed it away. I'm like, ah. Okay, so that's 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. One, 2, 3. All right. Guys, please remember for the Cooper Flag spots in these stacks, you're going to receive everything from the parallel papers and above. Parallel papers, the base chrome rookies, the base chrome inserts, any autographs, paper, chrome autographs, Only thing that you will not be receiving is the paper base, the non-numbered standard paper base of Cooper Flag. It is in the descriptions. I'm getting, no, because Megas don't come out till next week, the 7th. So we're not going to get Bowman Megas till next week, but I am getting Topps Pro Megas this week. You know what's crazy? Can I say something about you, Milligrams? And it's not negative. I noticed a lot of times when you chat, it's because you have a question. I'm just saying I noticed. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I just always notice. Usually you have a question. Then you go to sleep. Hey, Hammer, adding in this. Hey, Hammer, does this person sign? Hey, Hammer, you getting Megas this weekend? Hey, Hammer. And again, I'm not saying that's a negative thing. I just always noticed it. So yeah, Megas will be next week, fam. This week, it's crazy because we have a pretty bang schedule coming up. We have Top Scroll Megas tomorrow for football. They are here. I got a few. Yeah. Again, I hope it doesn't ever come off negative. Trust me, if it was negative, I'd back you off. It's just funny because I've always noticed it. So I was like, huh. But yeah, so this week, tomorrow, Top Scroll Megas. Next week will be Bowman Megas. The week after that, I think is Dunruss. I think it's Dunruss or, yeah, Dunruss. So it should be kind of a fun week. I'm pretty sure we'll end up getting Dunruss on this side. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Dub? What's up, Shen? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I have to make sure that it's, it's not like a negative thing or anything like that, because I know sometimes, depending on how we say things, it can come off negative, Yeah, Corey, we've had quite a few peeps in here. Oh, interesting. Rip Pack Mojo? I didn't do that. Yeah, we've had a great crowd in here. Definitely. Yesterday was, again, guys, anytime I got to go up against a release day or two. Matter of fact, yesterday was dual release days. Exactly, Milligrams. Well, it's, to add on to what you're saying, as far as remembering people, it's also how I protect you folks from knowing who you are. What I mean by that is, sometimes, let's say somebody was to make a 9 milligrams fake YouTube account and you start talking a different type of way, it's usually a red flag to us. Knock on wood, nobody's ever tried anything sketchy like that. But again, there's been playful times. Asian Ball, where people will change their username. Asian Ball. I haven't talked to AB in forever. What's up, Motown? Good morning. No, but it's true. But it's true. It's just one of those things where it's honestly one of those things where you learn. You genuinely learn like someone. You got it, Corey. Hey, what up, buddy? The ham wow. You're gonna get the crap chop before you get the ham wow. I ain't gonna lie, that guy can sell too, though. Has anybody over here ever used the slap chop? I'm just very curious. I remember, I think we won a free generic slap chop, and that thing was the biggest POS of my life. What is a ronco? I don't know if I know what that is. Is that the rotisserie stuff? Because if it is, I just didn't know that that's what it was called. The big white mini oven thing. Oh, you know, the reason why I knew it was we had it. We definitely had one. But it was really good. Like it's... Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Jeremy Sohan's, was it a second year 1 of 1? I was young. That had to have been the early 2000s. Late like 99, 2000, 2001. It had to have been in that vicinity. Was it the second year Jeremy Sohan 1 of 1 milligrams? Or was it the third year? I believe it was Mosaic or Optic. If memory serves me right. The slap chop was the kind of looked like a giant thermos. Looked like a giant thermos like this, and it had like a clear cup. So like you just throw your garlic in the middle and you put it over and you go chop 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 chop. And it's supposed to have chopped up, and you know you can rough chop it, you can mince it. All like that. But it's such a pain in the ass to clean. And it would, yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say, it would get stuck. We had a generic one and it barely cut. It was so terrible. Like it would cut garlic and stuff, but like it wasn't like easy. Like, oh, one fit. Like, no, it was not easy. You had to give it, you had to give it a little bit of, multiple pop, 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 pop. That's a wrestling move. I love inform. You know what's super crazy though? And this blew my mind because I never ever thought about it. Are today's infomercial and QVC is now apps such as Whatnot, TikTok, the TikTok Shop, and the TikTok Lives. That is our modern day QVC. Obviously, I never ever thought about it, but somebody told me that like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, good point. I just never thought about it that way. Actually, it might have been more like 4 years ago. Whenever... Right. Exactly. Yeah, it might have been right when... How long has Whatnot been in business for now? Like 5 years at least? They had to have been in business for at least about 5 years, I would say. I just, you don't think about those things, but I was like, oh, that makes sense. It's just different because Not everybody has TikTok. Not everybody has whatnot. Not everybody has Instagram Live, whatever it is, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people sure that have it, yes, but I guess my bigger question being is whatnot, is TikTok bigger than a platform such as national television? I don't know. Maybe it is because Instagram is worldwide. TikTok is multiple countries wide versus QVC just being here in the States. So yeah, that guy is great too. That guy's solid, but he was a one-hit wonder. At least Billy Mays, and I'll even give the Crap Chop guy, at least he had a couple of big infomercials. Billy Mays primarily had OxyClean, and then he had Orange Clean, and then he had OxyClean Elite or whatever it was. The Crap Chop guy had the Slap Chop and the ShamWow. That's the best one though. The best demonstration is probably the Flex Seal guy. We took this car and we chopped it in half and we put it together using only Flex Seal. Then he starts ripping it up in the dunes. I don't know what that is. Never heard of that. Like, we had a new wave oven, you know, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was. The new wave ovens were kind of cool, but I never liked it. Basically kind of a giant air fryer, right? I don't know if I'm familiar with that, buddy. I'm familiar with Mark McGuire. I'm familiar with his rookie card. I'm familiar with his Team USA card and how much of a boom that was back in 2001. Oh, $29.99. You're gonna walk into a room. The chicks are gonna see you and they're gonna be like, "That's a man that knows what he wants." Oh, that pack was shorted. That pack was shorting me. Guys, take your 16s, take your full case blaster football, and take your half case hangers, guys. I'm trying to clear up the football store so I can get the megas in later on this afternoon. That is the best quote. I use that quote till this day. But wait. Order one slap chop and you'll get the second one absolutely free. Just pay processing and handling. But call within the next 15 minutes and not only will double your offer. That's right, you'll get 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And then you get the blue, but then you get the blue screen and it has the Visa card and the MasterCard and the 1-800 number. And it has the processing and handling of, you know, $49.99 or whatever it is. The processing and handling is just as much as the freaking gadget. Being in Hawaii, it was always worse. Or Alaska, for that matter. Anybody's a fisherman out there? I'll give you a blast from the past. Anybody a fisherman out there? Do we have any fishermen by chance? Who remembers the banjo minnow? That shit never worked here in Hawaii because we don't. You know, we didn't, but the banjo minnow. I used to love watching. That was one of my favorite commercials. The banjo minnow. Talk about brainwashing. Talk about brainwashing. You know what's funny, Bergie? I don't think I have it anymore, but for a very long time. Because lures, unless on a boat in Hawaii in salt water, not really the thing. Not saying you couldn't catch, you know, some small papillos, trevellis, right? Some Himalayas. Yeah, I've never caught a bass in my life. I don't know how to set up the rig. I don't know how to set up a rig to catch bass. Or any freshwater fish for that matter. But I would like to go. I would like somebody to teach me. That sounds like fun. Fishing on a kayak. There's guys out there, even in Hawaii too, that they got the mini rod. You know, their rod is like what, like a little 2-foot rod, 18-inch rod, or like it's like a telescopic rod. It's pretty crazy. If I could fit in one comfortably, I would. Like, trust me, I go to like Bass Pro Shop and I look all the time and I'm like, oh shit. Full size looks difficult. Full size looks difficult to use. And I say that because, like, especially if you go like, I don't know the rules and regulations to actually go like kayak fishing in salt water, like in the open ocean, like in Hawaii like that. I don't know how that works, but I will say that, you know, you catch something big enough, you catch any of those OEOs, you catch like an OEO, bonefish, you catch bonefish, you catch any kind of barracuda, oh, buddy, you are fucked. Well, bonefish, not so much, but you hook a shark, any kind of shark, you hook any kind of barracuda, you're fucked. You pretty much just gotta cut line, and that sucks. I think that's what trips me out about kayak fishing. You gotta have a mini gaff on you, like it's just, it looks pretty intense. I will say that. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And they're not super far out, but they're far out enough. If they go out into any kind of channel, oh my God, that shit would freak me the F out. If you're out in any kind of channel past the reef, oh God. There's this one place. Remind me, after this break, Corey, somebody please remind me. There's this one, I'll tell you a good story, because I used to go fishing quite a bit. There's this one spot located in, it's called Aina Haina in Hawaii. If you're from Hawaii, you know what I'm talking about. What's up, group? Thank you very much, group, by the way. I didn't mean to ignore you. But there's a fishing spot. It's called Rock Piles. And literally, everything's going to get wet. You have to walk out. I would honestly say it was probably, I want to say 100 yards. Maybe even 140 yards. But basically, there's like a 5-foot wall. So you park in this little parking lot. There's a wall, and you gotta jump in the water. So you have to have footwear, tabis we call it, right? You have to have reef slippers, if you will. Reef. I don't know what you guys call it here in the States, but you gotta have reef footwear so you can walk on the reef. You have to have that, and you jump in the water. And basically, I have a backpack, or I had a backpack. Was not waterproof backpacks at this time. I don't think I could have even afforded one, if anything. But so you jump in the water, and the water isn't super deep, but it can get deep depending on the tide. So the water probably comes up right to about your hip, maybe almost waist level when you start. And you have to, you got your pole on you, you got your rig, you got your reel, so you have to have everything pretty much ready. And you got your bait inside of your backpack and everything, and you have to walk out about 100 yards, and the water gets about chest high, sometimes even up to your neck. I'm 5'10", so just for reference. And literally, you walk out to the edge of the reef, and it's about 100 yards out maybe. You get to the edge of the reef, and you can climb on top of the reef. Now you're pretty much maybe just submerged up to your ankles. And literally, you're in the ocean, and the channel is literally like where I'm sitting in this table. I'm standing on reef, and literally right where my hand is, this is the channel. So you don't even have to cast out far. You can have a spinner reel. I had 30-pound tests on mine. Literally, set the spool, you just cast out 20 yards, 30 yards, whatever, and you can just chill. You don't want to spike the reef because you don't want to damage the reef. So you just put your pole in the reef, you shove it in there, and you just chill. Boy, did I have a lot of fun stories on that. There's fucking eel heads popping up right by your feet. So you got to kind of like be a little careful that you don't get bit. Or that you don't just step on their head and they fucking freak out and stuff. If they did, you bring a 3-pronged spear and you spear that bastard. Thankfully, I've never been bit or anything like that. Sounds kind of crazy, right? That's crazy because Lake Michigan looks cold as hell. If that's the same lake, like by Navy Pier and stuff like that, if that's the same lake, that shit looks cold as hell. So if in the channel, a lot of we were going for bonefish, trevally. We call them uluas. And in the same trevally family, giant trevally family, we have what we call the papillos, which is 10 pounds or less. You have the omilus, which is kind of like has a blue tint to them. The regular uluas. If you're very lucky, you catch a kagami, which same thing, giant trevally, but it has like that gold fins to it. Oh my god! Never caught a trevally. I mean, I've never caught a kagami before or anything like that. But you can catch barracudas, which suck because you gotta pretty much cut your line. If you didn't have like giant pliers and shit, you gotta just cut your line. And unfortunately, in between that, you would catch like the state fish, the humuhumunukunuku apua'a. You would catch some Himalayas. Sometimes some squirrel fish. And if you go late at night, now you can catch like mempachi. I'll show you pictures. Mempachi, which is what is the American name for mempachi? Big eye red soldier fish, I think is what the American name is, something like that. And then we have some evasive fish. They're called the ta'apis and the to'als, which I think that might be what you guys call stripers. Ta'apis and to'als. That's cool. That's super cool. I've never kayaked before, Clint, but I always wanted to. What's up, Arshavilla? Wow, long time no see, brother. How are you? Don't tell me you came in here to talk to me about free rin. I don't want to talk about free rin. I want to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. Yeah. How you been, Arsh? I love JJK. It is golden. It is golden. I think JJK Attack on Titan. I literally think like all of that is just unreal. We went by, I'm sorry, Arsh, we went by the stack on this one, my friend. He might still be available in 16 and 17. Those are in the store. 16 should definitely go today, Arsh. I did lower him by like 120 bucks. So, and I do have bounties on it. Everything else there, so. I'll get you modded here in just a second, buddy. I swear I modded you already. See, that's cool, bro. Clint, remind me to DM you later. So for my Subaru Outback, I have the Thule crossbars on my car, and I have the snowboard holders. So when I go snowboarding, I throw it on my roof, which I should have got one of those cargo carriers, the boats I call them, because I didn't realize that just carrying your snowboards and leaving it exposed isn't great. But you live and learn. But dude, I wanted to. They make specifically for my setup. They have this tent that they make for this setup, and it only takes half of your rack. So the tent takes up half of your rack, and you can still have a kayak or something else on the other half of your rack, and the tent folds outwards with the so it's a 2-man tent. So bro, trust me, like I really wanted to like get a little crazy with it. But I just don't go like camping, or I don't do too many outdoor activities enough to really warrant it. Although I really, really, really want one. Oh, it's not that bad, Corey. Yep, I hear that. I take off my racks. I take off my racks every single time. Let me run the random, ladies and gentlemen. Before I run the random for the Cooper flag by the stack, from left to right. So this will be stack number 1, stack 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a little bit off camera, but you can see on my overhead, this is stack number 8, the most rightest stack, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Dice roll needs to be ace, deuce, or higher. And we will go. I hate that number, 7. 7 times. Cooper flag. Good luck, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th and final. That is the order. Rainier. Oh my God. What is the odds of that? What is the odds of that? Skeet asked for stacks 2 and 3, and he got it. Wow. Johnny, you got stacks 4 and 7. Skeet, you got 5. Corey, you got 6. Bergie, you got the last stack, and certainly never the least. What is the odds of that? I don't know what the odds are of that. That's insane. It did. All right. Rainieri, this one's for you again, guys. Just a quick reminder. Paper common base of Cooper flags. Whoever, Conconippos, Yoni, VJ Edgecombs. These all go to the base spot. Please remember that, guys. All goes to the base spot. What's up, Trev? Rainieri, this stack's for you. Any Cooper flags coming to you, buddy? Good luck. Start with a lava. Chase Ross for Marquette. Number to 399. Caleb Wilson. Watkins on the Reptilian. Take your 16s, everybody. Take that. Take your NFL breaks, your full case blasters, and your half case number 8 blasters, and your half case hangers. AJ. Reptilian of McDowell. Oopsie. CMB. Green Reptilian, it already has ink. It is a NIL autograph. And it's Rataj. First time I've hit him out of Mr. 73 of 99. Bela. 73 of 99 on the Green Reptilian exclusive autograph. Those are exclusive to retail, ladies and gents. Bailey. Siakam. Do have bounties on this break as well. I'm not familiar with a lot of them. I'm a lot more familiar with them now. Fears, Seraph, Fisher, MPJ on the Reptilian, Marnelli, De'Aaron Fox on the Reptilian, Josh Dix, Castle, last stack, Rainieri, good luck. Oh, got some color coming. AJ Dipensa. Yellow paper of Jared Allen to 75 on the yellow paper. Rainieri, nobody home, but a much cheaper stab. Thank you for the recommendation. Bergie and Rainieri. Before Bergie gets mad at me, Rainieri did say to do this yesterday. All right, Skeet, you got stacks 2 and 3, so we can kind of go right into that. Not from this case, but we hit an anime of Trey Johnson in our last case. So we did have an anime there, no GPKs, no fire fractors, no retro fractors yet. Yeah, it was a really sick case. Overall, it was really cool. Stacks 2 and 3 for Skeet. Any paper, parallel, or base chrome or better of Cooper Flag coming to you. Good luck. Nice. Caleb Wilson on the Reptilian. Refractor of the Nia Pro. There's a Harper base. Scroll. Luca. Fleming. RJ. Tiller. Ace. Zakia Johnson. Darren Peterson. Rosario. Anthony Black. Sebastian Wilkins. Guys, take your 16. 16 hitting the screen next. Marnelli. Carter Bryant. Ecuadoro. Sadiq White. Mitchell. Blue paper. And it does not have ink. I thought it did have ink for a second there. It's Holland to 150. That was a sick game. I caught the highlights of the Pistons game. Paulo and Mr. Kate Cunningham. 45 buckets. Knipple. Richie Saunders. All right, nothing happening in stack 2. Let's check stack 3. Still with Skeet. Good luck. I wish I bet the Lakers game. I wish I bet that. I should have bet that. But I've been being a good boy because of everything going on. Civil. Darren Peterson. Red rookie Pacers. Cam Jones. I swear I've hit the most red rookies of him. Oh, nice love of Cedric Coward to $3.99. Very nice. Haven't seen a Coward in a long time. I'm just sad because the Pistons were paying piss poor. And I kind of wanted them to go deep. Just wanted to see some different teams in the mix. That's all, you know. Foster. Fisher. Knipple on the Rockstar. Green pattern of Hero to 99. University of Kentuckers. Farrell Payne. Refractor red rookie of Yannick. I feel like we're getting the same red rookies now. Wiggins. Chase Ross. Şengün, Colin Murray, immense. John Blackwell. Shrewsbury. Colin Murray. There's a Wemby. And another Lava and another Ron Holland at $3.99. Nothing happening in stacks 2 or 3 there, Ski. But you still have one more, bud. Johnny! Stack number 4, you're next. Let me case these up. A bit of a slow start to this case. Nothing really happening. See if we can get a strong second half coming. What's up, Fox? Going great, my friend. We're doing this Bowman Blaster 15. 16 is going to hit the screen next. We got Topps Chrome Blaster Player Break number 4. Football Blaster Break on the screen. We got the Hanger half case. Still got plenty of packs left. We're not even at the halfway point, guys. Johnny, this one's for you. Stack 4. Good luck. VJ Edgecombe. Nice. Here comes the VJs. Cam Ward, the other Cam Ward. Donovan Clingan. Addison Deal. Wemby. Brady. Green pattern again. Oh, it's Jimmy Buckets. That was Steph. That would have actually been a pretty decent card. Hero. Eschmeyer. Knipple. And here's our first one. Johnny Badger gets our first Koopa flag on a base. Base chrome. Tatum. Kara Dunn on the Reptilian. Castle. Walter Clayton on the Reptilian. All right. Johnny, we should have at least got you on that. You got one more coming, Johnny. One more stack coming in stack 7. So let's see if I can't do you a little better there for Mr. Badger. Stack 5. Skeet, your last stack. We had one auto so far. We had lots of paper parallels again. Skeet, this is for you, bud. Last stack, Mojo. Good luck. Winters Grady on the Reptilian. Refractor of Stay Mellow. Jeremiah Fears on the Chrome. VJ Edge. Oh, there's one more. Back-to-back stacks with Koopa flags. For Skeet. This time. Tabuselli. Igor. Nice AJ Dibansa on the Reptilian. Come on. Richardson, Refractor. Here's a true green. This should be good. This should have ink. Good luck, everyone. True green exclusive autograph. True green exclusive rookie auto. Okay. Team Sweat, Team Sweat. Pacers. It's a beautiful Cam Jones. 38 of 99, Cam Jones. Nice hit for the Cam Jones spot. This case got to heat up. Come on. All right, let's go, Shen. I'm just sad. Another flag for you. I'm just sad, Shen, because usually when it's like we don't always get rookie autos like that in the exclusives. And a lot of times it's usually better names. A lot of times. Expectations was high. Grace Knox. Igor. Micah Peavy on the Reptilian. Uzan. That's Civil. Skinner. Obrich on the Reptilian. And our last tack for you, Skeet. Latson. What do you mean? This is kind of a good setup for all of you folks that got it at the... Wow, a third Cooper flag. This is a good setup for you right now. Because we usually average about 4 autographs. We haven't had any premium color in this case. So there's a Home Depot of Devin Carter to 100. We haven't had any premium color. No true golds. Nothing like that. So you are set up for a potential hit here. All right, Skeet. That one box was all it took. 2 inserts and a true base. I mean, can't go wrong there. Skeet, those are for you. These will not be in the recap, guys. So I'll bag those afterwards. All right, let's case this up. We continue. Corey, you are stacked number 6, my friend. Good luck. So far, 2 autos. Lots of paper color. Lots of reptilians. Only 2 red rookies. Usually get 4 red rookies a case. Usually see 4 autographs a case. We did see cases with less. Haven't had any kind of anime, no GPKs, no retros, no fire fractors, no reds, no blacks, no golds, no rose golds. So we have opportunities still in the last 15 boxes. Corey, good luck. Yates. Jeremiah Fears. That is a big true purple of Dylan Harper for Sam Dave. 74 of 199. Nice hit. Really nicely centered too on that one. Really nice. Sick hit on the Harper. I told you we got opportunity in the second half. We've seen cases just heat up out of nowhere in the second half. We've seen it. Nice hit, Sam. Carroll. Zion James. Proctor. And a true blue, it's Nyla Brooks. Thought that was going to have ink. Wow, all the true color is hiding out late in the case. Oh boy. Color is starting to come. I halfway agree with that statement, yes. I'm still a believer in Knippel. But yes, Harper looks solid as well. I didn't give up on Ace neither. I think dollar for dollar Ace and Harper, yes. Without the Knippel tax, without the flag tax, you're absolutely right. Shelton Henderson. Oh. Darren Peterson. Nice, Jeremiah Fears. McCain. Lots of guys are high on Colin Murray. That's what everybody was saying last year. Liam Macy. Last year. I didn't mean to say last year. Start of the season. 2025. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. I still got my GGs. Wow. Sam Dave have a break. There's a red rookie. It's our first Dylan Harper red rookie I've ever hit. Nice red rookie of Harper. Have a break for the Harper spot. And there's a yellow of Ivy behind it. Wish it wasn't Ivy. I apologize, Corey. No action there. But your box was probably the best box in the entire... Your stack was the best stack in this entire case thus far. I know that doesn't do you good, but if that was a Cooper flag, you had the best shot there. You can go either way, but that's what I mean. Like, that's why, and again, I let me preface by saying that that's kind of why I say joining breaks on a class like this, it's worth it to join breaks. It ain't cheap, but it ain't gonna be any cheaper. That's the truth of it. There we go. Box number 7, Johnny. Box 7 for you. Good luck. Ace flag. That's the biggest difference. No, Harper, Wemby, LeBron. LeBron, I cut a little bit. AJ. But like all the other guys, it's not going to be cut. Harper, not going to be cut anymore. Ace is going to be the same price. All the playoff teams, for the most part, they're all going to be you're all going to have to pay the premium for it. Cole Pete. Damari Jr. Especially with Wemby card prices right now, it's insane. That's honestly why we haven't done this break by like the teams or anything. It would just be way too, I mean, honestly, you would have to overprice Spurs, Mavericks, Hornets, like primary, just to start. And then you would have to overprice the NIL spots because the NIL spot's going to hit like crazy. They just might not hit the big names like crazy is the problem. So that's why we didn't really separate it by like a 32 team spot, let's just say. Even 31 team, you probably could have separated it that way. But Ratosh. Another green pattern. Evan Mobley to 99. McKeer. That might be our first Fire Fractor. That might be our first Fire Fractor. Kaufman ran on the green pattern to 99. Speckle of DeRozan at 299. Caleb Wilson. Do we ultra sweat or do we just rip it? What do you think, chat? Chat, talk to me. Do we ultra sweat or do we just rip? Do we ultra sweat or do we just rip? Chat, right here, chat. Chat, what are we doing? It's a Fire Fractor, chat. What do we do, chat? Chat, what do we do? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, majority says to rip. I usually like to hold the sweat. Majority says rip it. All right. Let me case these. We'll rip. In case it'll rip. Might be our first Fire Fractor. It looks like it, though. You are getting the slow rip treatment on it, though. So just heads up. Ozzy! What's up, my brother? Did you make it back to the land of kangaroos? Okay, my friend. I miss you. Please come visit more often. I'm sad we didn't even get to do content. That pisses me off. It was a crazy week. I know you know it. Everything just happened that week. And that's how it always is. Every single time. Just FYI. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have our first Fire Fractor, number to 3. And it's an auto. And it's Kayleen Smickle. 1 of 3. I believe that's the others NIL spot in our first Fire Fractor autograph. That thing looks pretty disgusting in person. That thing looks disgusting in person. I don't know much about her, unfortunately, guys. Kayleen Smickle on the Fire Fractor. Those things are sick, though. That's sick. See? If we sweated it, it might have been Cooper Flag. I wish I could give you guys insight. Might not have been our best Fire Fractor, but you know what? Hey, it was pretty cool. Correct. No, others NIL. If she is in others. Hey, Beastie. You know what's funny? I've literally talked to you. It's also funny because I also told Becker a couple weeks ago still about that you probably still had those special treats from your son. And yeah, I kind of got blown off. So trust me, I never did forget, ever. Just never got an answer. Hence why I have 5 breaks in my store. Good luck, everybody. Last stack. Bergie. Good luck. That was cool. It was our first Fire. Oh, nice. Darren Peterson to 99 on a green Gen X. Next Gen X. Tiller. Jared Allen to 399. Harper. I wish that was like a Shea or a LeBron or Wemby or Steph. Oh my gosh. Exactly, though. It is pretty cool that you can at least hit those types of hits. And at least it's not overly gimmicky. You know what I mean? Cool, Pete. It's not like overly gimmicky. I actually think the Fire Fractors look pretty sick. Compared to like something like, let's say Panini, I never liked the flex pattern. Like what's so cool about a flex emoji on the card? Like, I thought that was kind of gimmicky, you know. J-Dubs, Edie. Sarah Williams. Uzon. Ace Bailey. Nice Derek Queen on the red rookie. Queen spot got saved a little bit late there. Oh my God. Carter Bryant. Thought that was another Harper there. And our last stack. Give us one more auto. We deserve one more auto after that. Colmes. Caleb Wilson. Ace Bailey on the die cut. Richardson, red rookie. Got an extra red rookie on this run. And a refractor of Jaylen Brown is how we end it. Bergie, nobody home there, unfortunately. That case had so much opportunity. Oh my goodness. That case had a lot of opportunity. Thank you guys for the fill on that one. Number 16 is going next. I am going to grab the next case that was right next to this one. I want to see if I can get lucky and maybe hit a GPK next. It was a lot of great colors. Overall, it wasn't a great break for everyone, but for those that did hit, that was pretty awesome. I am going to beat the sort on the Harpers. I am going to beat the sort on the Firefractor. It's our first one. It's number to 3, you know. So it's like, oh. Oh, come on, Mass. Come on. You know, honestly, as a case, it is, but as a break, it's hard to call. It's hard to say that just because it was you know, only a few people that hit on that one. When we're getting like many different, you know, guys, we hit Flag, we hit Knipple, Harper, Ace, LeBron, Steph, you know, whoever, Queen, CMB, then I would start, you know, I'm a lot happier when everyone hits. And I know that can't always be the case. We all know that. We know what we're getting into. All right, here's the recap. Here is the recap. Our first Firefractor in the last case was our first anime. Next case, GPK. Next case, GPK. Here we go. By the way, Bass, thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. How do you get so lucky scoring all of these retails? Man, I wish I could score retail. I can't say that because I've scored at every blue moon. I can't say that I have never scored retail. Just it's so hard. I can't consistently score. Numbered hits. Wow, we had 4 green patterns. That's insane. Darren Peterson to 99. Howard, green of Cam Jones exclusive. Rataj exclusive. Our first Firefractor is so sick. Dylan Harper on the red rookie, as well as on the purple to 199. Beautiful hits. Gonna beat the sort, the 4 Dylan Harpers with the base and the red rookie and the purple. I will beat the sort on the Firefractor. I believe this is others NIL spot. I believe I'll triple check. If it's not, it goes to the rightful player, but I think that's others NIL. Thank you guys, everybody. This was Bowman Blaster 15 full case. Oh, no. Oh, and a bounty. And a bounty. I forgot. I was just about to say there was no bounties. I think that's a $150 bounty. Totally forgot about the bounty. You're going to get that bounty in your account right now. Thank you guys. Totally forgot.